Reaching the home of mercantile cricket. Very good morning to all the cricket lovers who are joining us from around the country. And quarterfinals are upon us. Two very strong teams. Camara LK unbeaten. Mclarens just a game, not went their way, and rest of the games winning quite comfortably. And pre-quarterfinals matches were quite easy for both the teams, winning by a margin more than 40 runs, and promises to be an exciting game of cricket. As always, toss play a vital part. We have our match referee down at the centre together with two captains, Sena Nandivira, two captains, Anushka Gunasinghe for Camara LK, Asanka Ranasinghe for Mclarens. It's time we cross over to the centre and join Yuresh Kadi Silva.
It's a beautiful morning here at MCA Cricket Grounds. A very important game, a quarter final of MCA F Division T20 tournament is coming up between Camara LK and Mclarens group. So joining for the all-important toss, I have the match referee, Mr. Sena Nandivira, the captain of Mclarens group, Asanka Ranasinghe, and the captain of Camara LK, Anushka Gunasinghe. So the home team captain, Asanka Ranasinghe, will flip the coin. Heads is the call. So, Asanka, you won the toss. So, what have you decided to do?
So we decided to bat first and then put a decent score on the board since this is an important game. So we want to put some runs on the board.
Okay. So, with the performance of your team, how about the preparations for today's game? It's a very important game coming up.
Yeah. So I think preparations have been good, but unfortunately due to injury concerns, we are missing 3 players today. So that's a bit of a concern. But we will play our best to win the game.
So, how many runs do you expect to put on the board?
I think 160, 170 is a decent score in this ground. We have played few matches in this ground, so I think that's kind of expectation we have.
So, have a good game. Good luck. So, Anushka, unfortunately, you lost the toss. So, how about your plan for today's game?
Yeah, like before, we are like all set. So, boys are in good conditions. So, we are going to give a good game.
So, how about the mindset of the players? So, we have won every single game. So, it's a, as I said, it's a do-or-die stage of the tournament. So, how about the mindset of the players?
Momentum is there, but I always tell them that this is a brand new game. So, you can't come with previous wins with that mindset. But momentum is there, but we have to do whatever the possible. We can't do any mistakes, like you said. This is the quarterfinals. So, we are going to do a good game. Yeah.
So, you have very strong bowling attack. So, what do you think is the best score that you can chase down?
I think 150, 140. We are going to try to keep them under 150.
Good luck. Have a good game.
Thank you very much.
So, that's the news from the centre. Mclarens group have won the toss and they decided to bat first.
Well, it's a vital toss. Deciding to bat first has been a trend. Asanka Ranasinghe, Mullegama, Ransilige, Pereira, Shamilkara, Amarasekara, Chaturanga, Sandaruan, Gamage, Rodrigo and Pereira. That's Mclarens' outfit. Strong Camara LK led by Anushka Gunasinghe, Anjana Orton, Isuru Sadamal, Madhushanka, Malvata, Chamara, Sigera, Fernando Pires, Madhubasha and Samudita. Well, based on their past records, two of the strongest teams in this competition ready to clash against each other, eventually provides exciting cricket. And as I was about to say, teams batting first have done exceedingly well during this tournament. 58.82% of the matches won by teams batting first. And on the other hand, teams bowling second. Team bowling first, in fact, have only won 41.17. So, initial strategic advantage is with Mclarens, but they will have to post a sizable target to put very strong Camara LK under pressure. Hardly tested. Will this be the first time Camara LK will be tested? The likes of Kasun Madhushanka played so well, and Anjana Orton, his all-round prowess kept them always right up there. And together with H&B Assurance will be in action later on. This should be another exciting day of cricket. These teams, they've been training hard. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the 7th game for both the teams. First round, comprising 24 teams divided into 4 groups, and the best 4 teams reaching pre-quarterfinal rounds rather. And Camara LK winning their pre-quarterfinal game very, very comfortably. And on the other hand, same goes with Mclarens winning by 43 runs against South Asia Gateway Terminals. And this should be a true test of character. Tilanka Salgado together with Dilshan Pereira officiating the game today. 2 experienced umpires, and it's a beautiful day, very pleasant at the moment. Promises exciting cricket. As always, here at MCA grounds, boundaries aren't the biggest, especially straight boundaries, just about 50 meters. But to the side, decent sized boundaries, and towards the practice net as well as the scoreboard region, boundaries are slightly shorter. Overall, excellent outfield, well maintained, well manicured, fairly evenly grassed, and fielders generally enjoys their time out here at MCA grounds. Camara LK, one of the favorites in my book. This will be true test of character for them. For the first time, they just may be facing against a truly exciting team, Mclarens. A combination of youth and experience. Ethan Ransilige has been scoring heavily for Mclarens, and they have the likes of Asanka Gunasinghe coming down the order, making useful contributions. Very strong, lengthy batting lineup all the way down to number 10. So they are hoping to put up a very good score. I'm thinking 160 should be par score. And if they go beyond that, reaching close to 200, it's going to be a bonus. Very colorful, of course. Black screens, white balls, color clothing, everything to match international standards. And this live coverage, as always, brought to you by Sporty.lk. It's been a wonderful tournament. We are fast reaching the business end. Opener Ethan Ransilige, very talented. Peter Wright, all-rounder, ball a bit of medium pace and making useful contributions here and there. As usual, Anushka Gunasinghe, right arm seamer, done very well. If I'm not mistaken, he scored a half century at Nal on the ground when we were there. Pretty customary outfield, a slip, short third, backward point, cover, extra cover, mid-off, and on the onside, deep fielder at Sportylk region. Exciting time for cricket fans. Mercantile Cricket F Division reaching its business end. 18 matches, 18 wickets, 4 for 47. He's a useful bowler, averaging 24.47 economy. He'll take that in this division, and he has taken 3 wicket or more on 3 occasions. Ransilige, 1,265 runs, highest of 94. Wouldn't be a bad day for him to go past 100. Average 23.87. He'll improve that. Very talented young cricketer. Representing Mclarens, his mercantile establishment. Here's the first ball. We are underway then. Lovely. He never bowls quickly. Anushka Gunasinghe, gentle seamers, almost always concentrating on pitching the ball on a right area. This time a little shorter. Punch off the back foot, gets it into the deep. Might go all the way. A teaser. Just maybe he touches the boundary while he was pulling the ball inside. Interesting signal. He has to rely on the fielder. He says it's alright. We got to go by the umpire's call. To the naked eye, I thought, as he pushes the ball back into the playing field, he touches the rope. Interesting call. I'm sure he's not aware about that fielder. So his excuse, Hasindu Pereira, heavily scoring 68. That's his best 433 runs, 250s. Strike rate and average. That doesn't really justify his talent. He scored a half century previous game. So he's a dangerous customer. Straight away finding the right line and length, always very important. Very canny operator. Anushka Gunasinghe leading the side, almost always trying to give his 110% as a skipper. That's very important when you are leading a side. Shot outside the off stump, cut away, and there are no fielders in the deep. First boundary. Just as I mentioned, Hasindu Pereira, he's a strong player on the offside. Anything loose, he will pounce on it. Excellent piece of batting. It's just a matter of getting the placement. Noticeably, ball travels fast out here in comparison to heavy days. It's been a dry spell, no rain around. And this ground staff, they've done a fantastic job. Well maintained, excellent facility. Most of the key matches have always been played here. Wonderful facility, club-like atmosphere. 7 runs so far, Anushka. It'll be interesting to see his approach. Down the leg side, worked away. They're going to go for a single. This is good cricket. As we mentioned during our early matches, in this tournament, disappointingly, 50 dot balls per innings, which means 100 dot balls per game. In an innings, you get just 120 deliveries out of 50 ended up dot balls. So something to work on for these teams approaching crucial games. Down the leg side, a wide, expensive first over already. 9 runs off. Having seen the approach by both the batters, and at the same time, left-right combination never helps bowlers to maintain their lines and length. He was just had 2 deliveries against the right-hander. Consolidation worked it away. Gets a single onto double figures. Mclarens group off to a very good start after first 10 for no loss. About had everything during this tournament. It's been a fantastic tournament. Thoroughly enjoyed each and every game. Just there was a few one-sided games, and at the same time upsets. Excitement is in the air. Centurion, but he's a bowler, proper bowler. 25 wickets, 2 for 7, 18.84, and economy excellent, 6.31. Represented few clubs playing first class cricket. Played for Sri Lanka under 19 from Matara. He's a proper player, now representing his mercantile establishment, Camara LK, one of the stronger sides, and he scored a century, a very quick one. Here's Madhushankar. Fuller, outer half of the bat, well done in the deep. Comparatively, both the teams done a stellar job in the field, Camara LK in particular. They have the likes of Anjana Orton, useful all-rounder, contributing consistently. And Hasindu Pereira, he's in good form. Form always matters in a short tournament like this. And it's a final. Approaching quarter-final, you need your top order in supreme touch. Goes aerial. Short of the fielder, they gets a single quite easily. I'm starting to wonder whether he rolled the fingers over. A slower delivery. Very smart operator, Kasun Madhushankar. He bowls a very good short pitch delivery, and we've seen during their previous games just about had all the batters under serious trouble. Ethan Consolidation, meanwhile, he's been a solid performer, needing a big score. Just few 20s and 30s here and there. Excellent. Just about few inches outside the off stump and getting past the outside edge. Not too far away. Little tentative youngster. He needs a couple of boundaries to feel good about himself. That's when he's at his best. Strong on the onside. That flick shot over mid-wicket region. He plays that superbly well. We've seen that during the first round matches. This is good bowling, but even better batting. How about that for timing? Stifle shot outside the off stump. Punch off the back foot. Important thing is the placement. Take a look at it. Let the ball come on to you. Play right underneath the eyes. Diving fielder in vain. That feel good factor always important approaching knockout games. And Consolidation must be feeling really good about himself right now with that boundary. Very good over so far. 6 runs of Asun Madhushankar. That's well bowled. Outer half of the bat, straight to the field at point region. So he always tests batsman's techniques on the back foot. Excellent short pitch delivery, almost always well directed, and he will definitely bring that weapons to good use. Just 4 overs, so it's just about being economical and penetrative. He's been picking up wickets consistently. Oh, nicely bowled. Not too far away from the outside edge. Whichever the case, decent over. 6 runs off, 2 down, 16 for no loss.
In the heart of Colombo.
Here at MCA grounds today, it's a double header. We have yet another very important game coming up. Gently worked away, good hands. Always very, very important. We mentioned the importance of rotating strike. Dot ball count during this tournament staggering. 100 deliveries ended up as dot balls. But I'm sure 2 very good teams, 2 favorites, they will be eyeing to cut down on dot deliveries. There you go. Way to go about it. Worked away, gets a single, and Ethan Consolidation always on the alert, and I'm sure as the day progresses we get good amount of support for both the teams. We've always seen friends, families, loved ones and colleagues come over here and supporting both the teams, extending their encouragement. It all matters here. It's a do or die game. Too much of room. Try to blast that one away. Didn't really time it all that well. Fortunately, short of the fielder. Just as I say, he's a canny operator. Very smart, slowing it down. Short of a length. And there's no pace to work on. Ethan Consolidation usually likes it shorter. Well fielded. This is good cricket all round. Scoring opportunity provided. Anushka Gunasinghe. And Consolidation on the back foot. Pulled away. Fielding the deep. Comes around, done really well, sends in a very good return. Consolidation onto double figures. Another short pitch delivery, straight to the fielder. It's very important, your timing, your placement. You got just 2 fielders patrolling boundaries during the first power play. It's just about maximizing. Once again, same direction, into the gap, well done. It's a game where you need 110% commitment. No room for mistakes. Fairly decent over under the circumstances. 3 down, 19 for no loss. Based on the stats of this tournament, there aren't too many matches teams won by chasing 180 plus. And therefore, I have no doubts Mclarens will be looking at something around 180. That'll be a very, very competitive total, a challenging total. Nicely played, straight to the fielder. Skipper leading from the front. Committed. He almost always does the right thing when it comes to decision making. He's got very talented bunch of players, of course, and Kasun Madhushanka, high caliber, high quality player, no longer plays first class cricket, of course. That's nice. Oh, beautiful hands. No need to run. Perfect piece of timing. As a cricket lover, you definitely enjoy this type of batting. Just lent on it. There is pace. Wasn't a bad ball. This is purely good cricket. Excellent batting. Mclarens on the move. Onto 23 with that boundary. It's an excellent start. Hasidhu and Ethan as usual. Understanding the importance of a good first wicket stand. Power play has been so good so far. Advances stifle appeal, but definitely goes above the stumps. Another double header there at Mclarens grounds. 2 more quarterfinals there, and we can expect some excitement there as well. But right now, MCA ground is the place to be. Cuts an edge. Well fielded once again. Oh, I'm just about to say he done well, but unfortunately, ball somehow found a way to sneak underneath him. 2 boundaries. Serious momentum. Good thing about Hasidhu, he holds nothing back. Good effort, but the hands weren't in the right place. 4 more runs to the total and serious momentum once again. Always good to see Mercantile F Division cricketers, passionate cricketers, been given the recognition of providing live coverage. Oh, that's a superb shot. Goes aerial fielder, settles underneath and takes a good catch. Those are never easy. Dulaj is the man settling underneath, and smart operator coming up with a slower delivery, deceiving the batsman. Hasidhu taken the bite. Deceiving piece of bowling by Kasun Madhushanka. There you go, a cutter. Played on the up. Fielder, very well done. 2 fielders converging, skipper, and Dulaj says it's mine, takes a good catch. First wicket goes down. Kasun Madhushanka picking up his first wicket. Hasidhu Pera the man out for 16. Dulaj Samudita taken a very good catch. There's no doubt now Camara LK will use this opportunity to bring in few economical overs. Madhushanka went for 14. Normally, he's been very, very economical, not giving out too many runs. Mclarens, they have batting strength. Lahira Marasekara, former Josephian, 988 runs, highest of 72. 650s. Strike rate and average need to improve. A youngster, but a very talented cricketer, I can tell you. On his pads, little too high. Previous dismissal. And very intelligent piece of bowling by Madhushanka. Went on with it. There's no pace. And only gained height instead of distance. 4 done, 27 for 1.
In the heart of Colombo.
With an important breakthrough, Camara LK now planning to pull out things back a little. It's been getting out of their hands for a little period. Here's true all-rounder. 69 wickets, 5 for 4. take a look at it. Average and economy, excellent. 5-wicket haul and few 3+ wicket holes. He's a proper performer, one of the key players, and hoping to perform outstandingly well. He's gonna need every bit of it. Do or die game. And Mclarens off to a very good start. Still pitched outside the leg stump, played on the back foot, initially considering the possibilities of going on the front foot. There you go. Very good piece of bowling. Very smart operator, street smart cricketer, making his contributions with the bat, scoring few half centuries. So down the leg side, just as we mentioned, strong onside player gets it over fine leg region for a well played 6. This is good cricket. Wasn't a bad piece of bowling, just maybe in line with the leg stump, but improvisation. Swivel shuffling towards the off stump, and he knew there aren't any fielders in the deep. Excellent piece of batting. He's on 16. Nicely bowled, slower delivery, pitched in line with the stumps, slower through the air. He knows what exactly required. There you go. After hitting a boundary hot on the heels, Ethan Consolidation, he was shaping up for a big booming drive. Had he went for it, would have been curtains. A Yorker. Excellent. Goes to tell you the caliber of the player. Orton, so important. He performs well, they will eventually do very well, whichever the result. Swinging in just a little bit, and I thought Consolidation did well there. Goes over the infield, but finds a fielder. There you go. He was hit for a 6. And few good deliveries eventually. The revenge. Gets another very important wicket. He's a dangerous batsman, Ethan Consolidation. Very consistent. And he was looking very, very good for a big one. Not anymore. Safely taken. 2 down. Serious impetus. Now they are back in the game. Camara LK demonstrating why they are one of the favourites. Consolidation out for 16. Sinith Malwatage takes a good catch. Orton, genuine all-rounder, takes another wicket. He always contributes. And now even Steven. Mclarens trying to break free. Now by picking up 2 wickets, drag things back really nicely. That's why they are one of the best sides in this tournament. Few very good players. Bunch of exciting cricketers performing outstandingly well. They know for a fact that this game will be a true test of character, and they were up for the mark so far. We are still inside the first power play. Run rate 6.83. Not alarming, not dangerous, but you never know. They got the batting strength. They bat deep. Few very good players, of course. And today, Hinesh Chamikara, known for his left arm seam bowling, 51. That's his best, 146. Just a single 50. And it's about time making useful contributions. This is the quarter-final. Very well bowled. Yet another dot ball apart from that 6. Excellent comeback. Wicket being taken. Considered just 6 runs. 5 overs done. Mclarens 33 for 2.
5 overs gone, 33 for 2. Mclarens. Duraj Samudita, the new bowler, was introduced. 2 new batters at the crease, Allahiru Amarsekara and Inesh Both the batters have only faced a one delivery. Dulaj Samudita 22 matches, 22 wickets. Best bowling 4 for 24. It's a very good economy rate. It's a very good gentle medium bowler, Dulaj Samudita. A shot wide outside the off stump and cut away for a boundary. Very good shot from Lahir Ramasekara. What a way to get off the mark. Very good execution. Here's a replay. It was short, wide outside the off stump. Didn't try to hit too hard. He made sure he picked the gap and timed it to perfection. Here's a replay. Brilliant shot. The lightning fast outfield. It's an easy boundary. A very good, a sensible cricket from Lahir Ramasekara. Very good running between the wicket as well. Here's a replay of the previous wicket. It was foolish delivery as bat turned away. An easy catch for Sinet Malwattake at backward point. It is very good start from Mclarens to the over. Inesh, the new batter. Very good delivery. Solidly defended by Inesh, the new batsman. Mclarens lost 2 quick wickets in 2 overs. They need a partnership here, so they have plenty of time. After this, still 14 overs. Again, Dulaj Samudita down the leg side. But protection at a deep square leg. Just a single. Inesh got off the mark with that single. That's a very important quarter-final. Both of these teams have performed extremely well in the preliminary round and in the pre-quarterfinals. Just a shimmy down the track by Lahir Ramasekara. A waiver delivery from Dulaj Samudita. A slight movement into the right-hander, but it was down the wrong line. Dulaj Samudita. Make sure he's on the off-stump line. He's running in hard. Dulaj Samudita. Short. Good effort by the fielder. 2 runs to Lahir Ramasekara. Again, shortish delivery. Try to pull off the front foot. He covered a lot of ground, the mid-on fielder. And Dulaj Samudita, a really good change-up. Went for a Yorker. It's another dot to finish. 6 overs done. 42 for 2, Mclarens group.
In the heart of Colombo.
So first power play done. So now Camara LK can put 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Here comes Anjana Orton to continue his second over. What a start. Brilliant line and length. An ideal line and length to the left-hander, especially for the newcomer. Went right across the left-hander. Hit the ideal length, Anjana Orton. It was very good carry through to the wicket keeper as well. Okay, look at that. That was an absolute ripper. What a delivery from Anjana Orton. It was an off-cutter. Pitch right on middle stump and has cuts that away from the left-hander. Very good delivery from Anjana Orton. He's in red-hot form here. Again, a foolish delivery. A slow-paced one. The batter was completely deceived. He tried to play across the line. Inesh Chamikara. Then very good delivery. Tried to go for the Yorker. Ended up being a lawful toss. So far it's a brilliant over from Anjana Orton. Just one run given away. Mclarens group also need to be very smart here. There's nothing to panic. There's just 6 overs, getting close to 7 overs. So there are plenty of time for them to consolidate and then go for a big score. At the toss, the captain said they would like to go around 160, 170. That's still possible, still within their reach. But they need to make sure they play smartly. Here's Anjana Orton. Very well played by Lahiru Amarasekara. Lahiru Amarasekara, he read the bowler really well. He saw the bowler is pushing that delivery away from the batsman. So he walked across the line and got the full face of the bat and got the single. Mclarens group make sure that they play a minimum amount of dot balls here. It's a very quick outfield, very good ground. There's a lot of runs in here. Again, an off-cutter from Anjana Orton. 7 overs done. Mclarens group 44 for 2. Lisura Sigera, a right-arm gentle medium bowler, introduced to the attack. There's 25 matches, 52 wickets. Best 6 for 27. 3 5-wicket hauls. A very good economy rate. A decent average as well. A brilliant contributor to Camara LK, Lisura Sigera. And a high full toss to start off with. Definitely. That should be a no ball. Really? Look at that. That's way high. That should have been a no ball. Comes Lisura Sigera. Lucky escape there. Lahiru Amarasekara went for a wild swing. Tried to go for a big hit. There's nowhere near the ball. Comes Lisura Sigera. Started off with a couple of dots. Lahiru Amarasekara worked away towards long on. Just a single. Did the smart thing. Tried to go for a big shot. Missed it completely and went for a single. Get the scoreboard ticking. Inesh Chamikara so far hasn't got going at all. 2 of 8. Comes Lisura Sigera. Again Inesh Chamikara tried to go for a big shot. Got the inside out of the bat. is dealing in singles. Mclarens group. They haven't seen a boundary. Here comes Lisura Sigera against Lahiru Amarasekara. Tried to go for the big shot again. Lahiru Amarasekara. He was nowhere near the ball. It could have been gone to hit the stumps. Look at that. Just bounced over the wickets. He was lucky there, Lahiru Amarasekara. 9 of 10. Still has a lot of time. Mclarens group need to consolidate well. Here comes Lisura Sigera into his last ball. Just chipped it over the bowler's head. But just a single. And that's the end of the 8th over. 8 done. Mclarens group 47 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Anjana Orton to continue his 3rd over. He's in a very good spell here. 2 overs, 1 wicket for 8 runs. He's in red hot form. He bowled a brilliant couple of overs. He was hit a 6 in his very first over. Then only give away 2 runs. Ken Lahiru Amarasekara came down the track. Falls in between the 2 fielders. Between long on and deep mid wicket. But just a single. Could have gone for 2. Poor running between the wickets by the 2 batters. Anjana Orton. Went for a big hit. Didn't time it well. Falls right in between the 2 fielders. Could have easily gone for a couple of runs. Inesh Chamikara. Down the leg side. A wavered one. A wide delivery from Anjana Orton. A rare wide delivery against the run of play. He's bowling so well. It is even bad ball for right-hander as well. It was too wide. Comes Anjana Orton. Again another one down the leg side. Anjana Orton has missed out his line and length. The left hand right hand combination is working well for Mclarens group. Anjana Orton is out of his line and length. The last couple of deliveries. Again, a very good. This drop and run. A quick single. A very good running between the wicket. Very good response from the non-striker Lahiru Amarasekara. Anjana Orton. It's a very good cricketer, very good all-rounder. Lahiru Amarasekara, the former skipper of St. Joseph's College. It's a very good batter, a handy off spinner. Loud appeal from Anjana Orton. The impact is outside the off stump. Anjana Orton. Again, wide outside the off stump. The feed going nowhere of Inesh Chamikara. Just threw his hands at it.
and missed it completely. Scoring at a runner ball here, Mclarens group. But after the 10th over, definitely they'll need more than that. Again, another good delivery from Anjana Orton. This is absolute brilliant bowling. He's in an exhibition spell here. Another off cutter, pitched right in line of the middle stump. The batter had no option, he had to play at it. Comes Anjana Orton. Again a change up. Very good change of pace from Anjana Orton. 9 overs completed, 53 for 2, Mclarens group. We are getting closer to the halfway mark of the first inning of the first quarter final of MCA F Division T20 cricket tournament. Lisura Sigera to continue. He had a very good over. Here comes Lisura Sigera. Another single to Inesh Chamikar. A 6 of 14 deliveries. Someone should start to get going from here. Lahiru Amarasekar is trying his best. Try to play some big shots. He's taking his chances. Lahiru Amarasekar taking a very good look at the field. Where other fielders are. Comes Lisura Sigera. A very handy all-rounder. Again, came down the track and hit it through the extra cover. A welcome boundary for Mclarens group and Lahiru Amarasekara. Very good shot. Read the bowler really well. Lisuru Sigera, it was too predictable and he saw both a mid-off and extra cover is up inside the circle. So get down the track and pierce the gap between extra covers and mid-off. A brilliant shot from Lahiru Amarasekara. Mclarens group, they need big shots. In very smart cricket. Got the boundary. The very next delivery, got a single and got to the non-strikers, and Lahiru Amarasekara doing it smartly here. Inesh Chamikar. So far he's being slower to considering the strike rate. He's a very capable batter. Inesh Chamikar starts to get going. Otherwise, you'll end up putting pressure on Lahiru Amarasekara. He's in a very good touch. Got the single. Very good rotation of strike. A slowish delivery. Down the wrong line. Down the leg side for a wide. They'll take it. Mclarens group. Everything that comes their way is a wide delivery. It's a poor one from Lisura Sigera. Try to do too much. Lahiru Amarasekara moved towards the off stump, but outside the off stump as well. Missed out completely. Smartly played by Lahiru Amarasekara. The last delivery of the 10th over and keep the strike. Umpires calling for the drinks. We are at the halfway mark of the first inning. 10 overs done, 62 for.
New for you here at MC. Serving fresh coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers and so much more from 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Stop by for breakfast or wind down after work. Bring your friends and family over. We're always here. On the right wing of the MCA Pavilion, welcome to the MCA Coffee Lounge.
Looking at the way things panned out so far, there you go. Not too many big overs. Mclarens got off to a flyer, but I thought Camara LK pulled things back really nicely. Not too many boundaries, and Inesh Charmakar in particular not finding his touch. It's up to Lahiru Amarasekara to do something extravagant now. Next 5 overs will tell us where exactly Mclarens will end up. Samadita. Oh, that's a good piece of bowling. Got some gas, some pace. Really nice, repeatable action. Really nice approach, I can tell you. Very useful bowler. There you go. That away movement. Lahiru Amarasekara poking at it tentatively. Fortunately, there was no edge. Goes for a big heave on the outside, clears the infield and goes all the way. For a moment thought Lahiru Amarasekara didn't get hold of that one. But take a look at it. Done brilliantly. Clears the front foot. Beautiful flow of the bat, of the meat of the bat. Fielder was interested for a brief moment. 24 for 19. They're going to need every bit. The momentum has lost. Now it's time to build back the momentum. Shaping up for a big booming off drive. Deloitte Samadhi smartly pitching that one fuller outside the off stump. Crucial passage of play, there's no doubt. An ideal type of a player to have at the middle. Lahiru Amarasekara, very exciting young talent. And Inesh Charmakara, he will have to get Lahiru on strike with every given opportunities. He has fade 15 deliveries, just 7 runs. That's not good at this stage. Good cricket. Gets a sharp single. So during the drinks break, a stern message must have arrived. Clear change in playing patterns. Sense of urgency by both the batters, Inesh Charmakara as Lahiru in particular. It will be interesting to see Inesh Charmakara's approach. He's been struggling. I'm wondering whether he's suffering from an injury. But at this stage, he's got to go. They have stronger batters coming down the order. Having occupied the crease for 15 deliveries and been out there, not scoring too many runs, hampers your progress. That'll do it. Gets a single. Gets Amarasekara on strike. Samadita into his second over. So far well bowled. Given away 16 runs, including that 6 over extra cover region. A tough shot to execute, I can tell you. Lahiru Amarasekara just played that perfectly well. Was it a bad piece of bowling? On the up and got enough bat. Beautiful to watch. That's improvisation. Walking across to the off stump. Really beautifully lifted over Sportylk region for another boundary. That'll do the trick. 12 runs off the over. Way to go about it. 70 for 2. Here's another look. There is pace, but perfectly executed. Not the easiest of shot, but this day and age, you see that from time and time again. 11 done, 74 for 2 in fact. Lahira Amarasekara quite clearly ready to give some impetus to the scoring rate. On 29, if he stays till the end, Mclarens giving themselves a good opportunity of going past 160, if not 180. Sinith Malwata into the attack, starting up with a wide delivery, pitched right in line with that tram line, a guiding line, and turned further away. 75 for 2. That's nice. Gentle dap gets a single. Orton sends in a good return. And in fact, they've decided against it, wisely so. Lahira Amarasekara must have noticed Orton was charging in, and he's always been a wonderful fielder. Malwatage. An opportunity. Very interesting to have another look at that one. He was advancing forward. He's under pressure. Not runs aren't coming. Tough chance. It was bouncing. Once again get past the outside edge, and he was looking at the umpire with a hope. But I can tell you, that was well within his reach. Going for a single. Excellent effort by the fielder Sinith Malwatage. I thought Mclarens group got off to a flyer. Plenty of boundaries. Run rate at one stage around. There you go, the figures for Malwatage. 3 for 17. Very useful operator. 21.73. You'll take that any day of the week. Shot. There was an opportunity, just maybe quicker than Amarasekara expected. As a result, gets it down to extra cover region. Only a single. Malwatage just about managing to get away with that. Half tracker usually dealt with severely. Pulled away. Should only be a single. There is protection. So Malwatage starting up his spell with a very decent over, just 4 runs off. After 12, 78 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo,
there are no opportunities to make mistakes during this crucial game. Whichever the teams makes lesser number of mistakes should end up right at the top. Kamidu Madhubhashana comes into the attack. Interesting passage. The skipper Gunasinghe bringing in interesting changes. Another off spinner. Having seen Ines Shamikara wasn't up to the mark with his scoring rate. That's nicely pulled away. Once again, should only be a single. Fielding the deep does well. Standard of fielding by Camara LK satisfactory. We've seen few teams not done exceedingly well when it comes to fielding, even though they batted well or bowling well. Your all-round contribution so important. Same direction. Will they come back for the second? Fielding the deep. Done a good job. Absolutely no opportunities for a single. Projected scores has slightly gone up, but I'm thinking 131 not gonna do the job. They're gonna need at least 80 more runs to be able to do that. They got to go around 10 and over. Madhubhashana hoping to get a good over in. 7 matches in experience, 1 for 5. Average is on the higher side towards mid-wicket region. Amarasekara is a strong player. He's the man I'm thinking at this stage who can do the job for Mclarens. Based on figures, based on stats, score of around 160, generally proven very good here at MCA grounds. Even though the boundaries are smaller, ball not travel all that quickly. Straight to the field and takes a very, very good catch. Was it gone all the way? Not too clear. Fielder was under a little bit of pressure. It wasn't a catch. After a moment, thought he grabbed that one really well, but not the easiest of opportunities. Here's the umpire asking a 6. There you go. Ines Chamikara says enough is enough. He's been out there for 24 deliveries, only 15 runs until then. Take a look at it. So he was sent in with a purpose, and he's a capable striker. Gets a single, always very important. Oh, direct hit. Would have done the job. Was a close call. Chamikara calling for a single, a sharp single. Lahiru wasn't ready. On the second attempt, he anyway went away with a single. Fortunately, there was no direct hit. Madhubhashana proven expensive. 11 runs so far. Oh, that's a nice shot. Goes over mid-wicket region. Yet another 6. We momentarily lost that one on our cameras, but makes no mistakes. Amarasekara gets another huge 6 over mid-wicket region. This is just the kind of momentum they were hoping for. I mentioned interesting passage. Got 2 players who are capable. Right above the fielder. That'll do the job. 13 done, 95 for 2. Tournament well organized and well conducted by Mercantile Cricket Association as usual. More bowling changes. Kasun Madhushanka is into the attack, into his third over. So far conceded 14 runs, and he took an important scalp during his first spell. Very strong all-rounder. And Inesh shifting gears. That 6 over mid-wicket region must have given himself a great deal of confidence. A lucky break, I could say. Catchable heights, but the fielder made a meal of it. Run rate is up 7.31. This will eventually gives them the opportunity of going past 180. And the viewers who are joining us on Sporty.lk can expect. Oh, that's a good piece of bowling. There is some bounce whenever Kasun Madhushanka bends his back. He always produces. He used to be a very quick bowler. Played for few clubs, Moors, SSC. If I'm not mistaken, he's been in the development squad as well as under 19 squad. So he's one of the stronger players for Camara LK. Reason why they've done so well during this tournament, hardly tested. This could be the first time, just as I mentioned, true test of character. Wild heave, nothing more than that. Kasun Madhushanka knew what to do about a week ago. He was advancing down the track and short pitch delivery. Fortunately, there was no edge. Had he got decent bit of bat, would have gone aerial in any case. Came off the pad, gets a single. Very, very important having Lahiru Amarasekara on strike as much as possible. He feels confident. 37 of 25. And comparing two batters, he's more capable of clearing the boundaries with ease, which he has done already on a number of occasions during this innings. Whoever does this period, whoever wins this period, generally ends up doing well. That's the playing pattern right throughout this tournament. That's generally the playing pattern in T20. Most of the players forgetting the importance of the middle passage, 7th to the 15th. Struck well into the deep, and gets it all the way. Powerful striker, makes no mistakes. That's a superb shot. Must have another look. Not the easiest of shots to execute, and Madhushankar provides extra bit of pace. Amarasekara takes the maximum advantage out. Superb cricket. Now it's quite clear if he stays for a longer period, if he stays till the end, Mclarens will give themselves a good opportunity of posting a challenging total in the board. 1 or 2 with that 6 going past 100, not the best return. 9 runs so far. Just above 6 overs still remaining. If they go at 12 and over, they could score 60 more runs. So that's the ideal scenario. 7.52. 160 definitely on the cards. Nicely played. Initially considering a possibility of a single. Oh! Charmikara loses his bat, but the commitment 100%. He was scampering back. Madhushankar got the throw, and he was in between. That's the completion of the 14th. 104 for 2. 105 for 2, in fact.
In the heart of Colombo.
For those who are just joining in, this is Mercantile F Division T20 quarterfinals. Mclarens taking on Camara LK. Winning the toss, Mclarens keeper Asanka Ranasinghe had no hesitations and brisk start, but things have fallen a little bit towards the middle passage. Now 2 batters to right-left combination, getting them to a decency. More heights than a distance. Still manages to clear the wide long-on fence. That's superb cricket. He's a powerful young man. Vital half century. When he's starting up his batting today, I mentioned one of the stronger performers for Mclarens, and big day, excellent performance. Just what the doctor orders. 1 for 2. For a strange reason, Inesh Charmikara was quite keen on getting on strike. At this stage, I wouldn't mind having Lahiru Amarasekara striking 5 deliveries out of 6 balls. Orton smashed away for a 6. Oh, that's clever bowling. Smart piece of bowling. He always contributes. Smart cricketer. Anjana Orton picks up a prize scalp. So after being hit for a 6, Orton strikes. Sweet revenge. 3 down for 111 now. That's the cutter. Slower. Bit of spin. Stumps are rattled. And the mainstay, Lahiru Amarasekara, having batted so well, outbowled Anjana Orton as the wicket taker. 52 runs. Excellent knock. Ideally, he should have stayed in the middle for a bit longer with 5+ overs remaining. He could have done a serious damage, but instead, back in the hut, Orshada is the new batsman. It's the acceleration stage. Now they are pressing the accelerator very, very hard. Projected scores going up. I'm thinking they should be pushing even harder now. Orshada Chaturanga, 177 runs, 16 matches, best of 35 wouldn't be a bad time. Strike rate very good, 145 plus. You'll take that. Coming down the order, lower middle order. Usually ideal scenario is to go after the bowling, and perfect platform is being laid. Sharp in swinger, cuts the batsman in half. Was a loud shout. Brushing the pads is the call by umpire Salgado. Very good piece of bowling, nevertheless. There you go. Conventional pace, sharp delivery, in swinger. Very close call, I can tell you. Anjana was excited. Persistent appeal. Slower delivery. Intelligent cricket. He's an asset to any team. Here's the previous dismissal. Going for a big heave, understandably high on confidence after scoring that huge 6. But Orton strikes. He's a clever operator. And this is his final delivery already. Excellent spell. Given away 21 runs. I thought done superbly well. Just knowing exactly what to do at what stage. Slower delivery, gentle dab, just a single. So that's a fantastic spell by Anjana Orton. 4 overs, 20, 2 for 2. After 15, things looking up for Mclarens group. 113 for 3.
And the last 5 overs of the inning, Inesh Charmikar is a set batsman. He's on the crease. Oshada is a new batsman. Lahiru Amaraseka played a brilliant hand. He got a half century. They have a very good platform to accelerate in the last 5 overs coming up. Here's Lisura Sigera into his 3rd over. And look at that delivery. Brilliant one. The batter had no clue on what to do. It was bounced a little bit extra. More than he expected. And look at the carry through to the wicket keeper. Brilliant from Lisura Sigera. That was down the leg side. It's a wide delivery. He walked across the line. Inesh Charmikar. That was too wide. Mclarens group. They take whatever comes their way. They're not too far though. Inesh Charmikar is a set batsman who needs to get going here. He played the second fiddle of Lahiru Amaraseka. Now he needs to take the charge. It's Inesh Charmikar. It looks he's not comfortable. And he's running between the wickets. Inesh Charmikar. It seems he's struggling a bit. Again, foolish delivery. Muscled the ball, but just a single towards long on. Again, another good delivery from Lisura Sigera. Went right across the left-hander. Hitting the hard length. And the ball does the rest. Inesh Charmikar and Oshada Chaturanga. It's a decent over from Lisura Sigera. And try to go across the line. Got the inside part of the bat. Will they go for the second? Yes, they do. 2 runs. comes Rasikera. Again goes towards deep square leg. Fielder did really well. Another 2 runs. A very good end to the over. 7 runs off it. 16 overs completed. A 120 for 3. A Mclarens group.
In the heart of Colombo,
Also the Chaturanga looks like a big hitter. Is looking for a big shot. Dulaj Samudita, the left arm pacer, into the attack. A very good delivery to start off with. He followed the batsman. Opened up the offside. Also the Chaturanga showed all 3 stumps to the bowler. The intent has been shown. He's trying to go through the offside. Look at the stance. He's ready for the big shot. Opened up the front leg. High bat lift. Sign of a very good striker. Again opened up the offside. Goes through the extra cover for a boundary. As we predicted. A very good shot from Orsa the Chaturanga. A pitched in ideal length for the batter to go through the extra cover. Again, try to go for the same shot. It was a little bit quicker from Dulaj Samudita. He's tail up. Dulaj Samudita quite expensive. 10 runs per over. He's going. Osha the Chaturanga 6 off 6. Again a slow full toss. Very good change up from Dulaj Samudita. Just a single down to long off. Here comes Ines Chamikara against Dulaj Samudita. Misfield at square leg. Opportunity to go for the second run. And they do. A costly mistake from Sinet Malvatake at square leg. He slipped. But no excuse, especially at this type of a game. It's a quarter final. There's no room for errors. So every single run you concede matters. Here comes Dulaj Samudita. A very good yorker. He came down the track and yorked that by himself. Another over with 7 runs. 127 for 3 at the end of 17th over Mclarens group. Comes also the Chaturanga against Kasun Madhushankar, the vastly experienced cricketer. Hit straight back to the bowler. Started off with the dot. 1 for 24 so far by Kasun Madhushankar. Quite expensive according to his caliber. Comes Kasun Madhushankar. Again followed the batsman. Opened up all 3 stumps by Osha the Chaturanga. Smart bowling from Kasun Madhushankar. Didn't give any room to the batter. Just followed him. And another dot delivery. 2 dots in a row. There's 16 deliveries remaining. Mclarens group need to get the maximum runs possible. Again goes down. Hit away towards a long on. Just a single. They need to minimize the number of dot balls they play. Mclarens group. 15 deliveries. They need every delivery count. Inesh Chamikara must get going. He's a set batsman here. At 29 of 36. He's going less than a run a ball. It's not a good inning. Don't know whether this is a winning knock or a losing knock with the way he play. Again goes over the bowler's head. No power behind that shot. Just a single. Very good bowling from Kasun Madhushankar. Goes over short fine leg. It was short. It's not an ideal delivery with both fine leg and square leg inside the circle. Got the top edge. Got past short fine leg. And went for a boundary. A welcome boundary for Mclarens group. Once you got over those two fielders, there's no stopping. It's a lightning quick outfield here at MCA grounds. A very good shot. A very welcome boundary for Mclarens group. They got the boundary they were looking for. Will they go for the run? Yes, they do. Another decent over for Mclarens group. 8 runs off it. 18 overs gone. A 134 for 3 Mclarens group.
In the heart of Colombo,
Duraj Samudita into the last over of his spell. Again got the bottom edge. Just a single down to short third man. Duraj Samudita must be really careful. Bowling outside the off stump deliveries with third man inside the circle. A swing at it. The batters and outside edges can fly over short third man. Every single run is vital, especially in these kind of games. Again goes downtown by Inesh Chamikara. Just a single. Will they go for the second? Again they went for the overthrow. Missed by the wicket keeper. Another single. Umpire signals buys. It's an extra run. Thank you, uncle. Again got the outside edge. This is what we're talking. Duraj Samudita must be really careful when he bowled outside the off stump. A foolish deliveries exactly happened. Got the outside edge. It was flying past short third man. A welcome boundary for Mclarens group. 142 the score. And the 2 deliveries left in this over. Again, a very good delivery. Pitched just inside the tram lines. Very good execution from Dulaj Samudita. That was Dulaj Samudita. Full toss. Got the meat of the bat. Goes out of here. Some maximum to end the 19th. 19 overs completed. A 148 for 3. Here's the replay. It's a waist height full toss. It's a gift for the batter at this stage. 6 runs to end the 19th. 148 for 3, Mclarens. Lisura Sigera into the last over. A valiant effort from the fielder. Got to the boundary. Inesh Chamikara. A welcome boundary to him. Again got the inside edge. And again a 2 in 2 for Mclarens group. A lucky boundary. He swings at it. Inesh Chamikara. He started to get going at the right time. The very last over. What a start. 2 boundaries in the first 2 deliveries. Put the ball under pressure straight away. .156 at the toss. The McLaren skipper said they were looking at 160, 170. I think they got to the target they were looking for. Look at that. A brilliant take from Anushka Gunasinghe. It was one-handed, was backpedaling. Very good hand played by Inesh Chamikara. He departs for 40. There's a replay of the catch. Tried to go over extra cover. Got the bottom of the bat. Went straight up. Anushka Gunasinghe, he was backpedaling. That's one-handed catch. A brilliant take from Anushka Gunasinghe. And Inesh Chamikara, he departs for 40 or 42. A very good knock. Mclarens group 156 for 4. Shehan Sundarwan is a new batsman. 3 deliveries left. Again, Lisura Sigera goes full. Low full toss. He got a single. Down to long on. Got the ideal man on strike. Osha the Chaturanga is striking really well. 23 of 16. Over 9 runs have scored in this over. 2 more deliveries left. Will they able to get to 160 or 160 plus? Kane goes for a low full toss. Very good delivery. Sinath Malwatage is quicker to the ball. It's not an ideal throw. Comes to the last delivery of the over. Shehan Sundarwan. Here comes the last delivery of the over. got the meat of the bat and hit it straight over the bowler's head. Oh, what a finish. Brilliant hit. Dead straight down the ground for a 6. And Mclarens group. Again, look at the shot. Got the front foot out of the way and smashed it into the side screen. Brilliant finish from Shehan Sundarwan. And Mclarens group conclude the inning with 164 for 4. They got to the target they were eyeing at. Here's a batting performance so far. Ethan Ransiligi and Hasindu Pereira both got to 16. A very good start. Lahiru Amarasekara, the star of the show, 52 of 31, is the talisman of the batting effort of Mclarens group. And Inesh Shamikar played a very good supporting hand, 40 of 42 deliveries. And brilliant finish from Oshad Chaturanga and Shehan Sundarwan at the latter part of the inning. 24 of 17 and 7 of 2 by Shehan Sundarwan. 9 extras, 164 for 4. Here's a bowling card of Camara LK. Anjana Orton was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 2 for 22. Kasun Madhushanka 1 wicket for 30. Anushka Gunasinghe about 2 overs and none for 13. Dulat Samudita was an expensive. Lisura Sigera was 1 for 35. Went for 16 of his last over. Sineth Malwatta and Kavidu Madhubasha bowled a 1 over each. And Camara LK needs a 165. The highlights of the first inning is coming up. Mclarens group won the toss and they decided to bat first in the important quarter-final. Ethan Ransiligi and Pasindu opened the batting. They got off to a very good start. They timed very well. They hit through the line. Outside edges, misfields. Yes, misfield at third man. Here's the first wicket of the day, Kasun Madhushanka, and a very good catch mid-on, a running back by Dulat Samudita. Here's the first maximum of the day, came from Ethan Ransiligi. He hit a 6 and departed. Then the real show started. Lahiru Amarasekara. There's the highlights of his half century. Very well consolidated. Caught himself in. Executed really well and very well supported by Inesh Shamikar as well. A few drop chances as well. Yeah, the shots he played all around the park. There's another 6 scored by Lahiru Amarasekara. Here's a wicket. The prize wicket got by Anjana Orton. Latter part of the inning, Oshad Chaturanga played a really valuable cameo. 24 of 17. And here's the last couple of boundaries hit by Inesh Shamikar. Played a very handy knock, 40 of 42. Some lucky boundaries as well. Lisura Sigera was very unlucky. Here's a wicket of Inesh Shamikar. A brilliant catch from Anushka Gunasinghe. Here's a finish from Shehan Sundarwan. Brilliant hit right into the side screen to conclude the inning of Mclarens group. Here's the equation comes up for Camara LK. They got to 164. It's a very good score. Camara LK requires 165 runs to win. So we will be back after a short break with the run chase of Camara LK.
MCA grounds. Well, looking at the way things panned out, it should be a very, very interesting chase on the cards. Mclarens winning the toss, batting first, put up 164. Very competitive total. Not a challenging one considering how strong the batting lineup. Here's the equation: 165 of 120. They have few strong batters performed consistently enough during this tournament. Camara LK, that's a reason why they've done so well, winning all the games quite comfortably. Just maybe for the first time, it's a true test of character for Camara LK. They got few players in good form. Anjana Orton, of course, one of the key players in this tournament. A strong performer, Madhushankar, dangerous striker, and at the same time, the skipper with useful runs and few others chipping in with quick runs and almost always posting demanding, challenging totals on board. Their opponents stood no chances. Classic example, the pre-quarter final game, winning it by 40 plus runs. That's a huge margin in contemporary T20 cricket. Goes to tell you, their all-round prowess, well led by skipper Gunasinghe. Anushka taken a magnificent catch. One-handed effort. He must be feeling confident about himself now. The start, as usual, will be very, very important. How many runs you get inside the first power play will generally set the pace. Ines Shamikara, useful runs, touch slower than expected. 39 deliveries. He scored something around 32. But he's with the ball in hand. Very strong performer, done superbly well. Mclarens, on the other hand, winning 4 out of 5 during the first round. Winning them all comfortably, but going down against Aitken Spence. Aitken Spence will be in action later on here against Sri Lanka. Should be another cracker. But right now, for those who are just joining on Sporty.lk, very interesting chase on the cards. Anjana Orton, tournament's top performers, one of them. 73, that's his highest. 250s, strike rate very good, and average is improving. Bowled superbly well. 24 for 2 wickets. Ines Shamikara 2 for 14, that's his best. And during this tournament, done really well. Economy is very good, of course. Average is on the higher side. He likes to be among the wickets, and today he's gonna need every bit of it. Batted decently well, must be feeling confident about himself, or just about bringing out his best with the ball in hand. Here's the first ball. Start up with a wide, a no ball. Cardinal sin. You just cannot allow such opportunities against strong batsmen like Anjana Orton. Needing no invitation, now he'll be freeing his arms. Very first delivery, striving for a little bit of pace. Ill-directed, but he made a huge mistake. Well over, few inches. We mentioned right at the beginning, whichever the side make lesser number of mistakes stand a better chance of winning this game. Here's the free hit. Missed it. So Ines Shamikara managed to get away with that. Required run rate 8.27. Just maybe going behind the leg side would have been the smart option, but Orton, knowing that it's a free hit, is not gonna get out, gave it a mighty whack and missed it. This time gets it to point region. Consolidation does well, just a single. Camara LK off the mark. In my book, one of the favorites, if not the favorites, together with H&D Assurance. 2 unbeaten teams. 2 only unbeaten teams in this tournament. Gunasinghe, the skipper, 418 runs, 73 and 250s. And one of them came during this tournament. 12.29. He's an all-rounder. Led the side really well today. And he'll be eyeing Another top performance here. Do or die game. Worked away. There is protection in the deep. Should only be a single. Nothing more than that. He's off the mark. Both the batters. Looks very confident. That's the most important part. T20 cricket always referred as a format that you're speaking about momentum, belief, confidence and innovation. Charmikar off to a decent start apart from bowling that one down the leg side and conceding a no ball. That'll do it. Spanked it over mid-wicket region for the first boundary. Orton is on the move. One of the top performers, top all-rounders in this tournament, and almost always contributes with his all-round prowess. Came off the bat, sweet part of the bat. No need to run. Camara LK is on the move. Goes over the top once again, this time on the offside. 4 more. I mentioned right at the beginning, 164, just about par. And this is why. Orton, such a dangerous player, clears the front foot, this time goes over Commerce region, gets another boundary. Just cannot ask for a better start as far as Camara LK is concerned. Another one towards the same direction, finds the gap in fact. That's the reason why I mentioned 160, just par score. Excellent first over, 15 runs off. Orton is on the move. 3 back-to-back boundaries. So after first 15 for Nolos.
In the heart of Colombo.
Starting up, required run rate was above 8. Now immediately required run rate comes down. 7.89 Consolidation. 48 matches, 57 wickets. Yet another deceiving operator. 4 for 8. Likes to pick up wickets. Excellent economy. Average very, very good. And on 7 occasions, he has picked up 3 wickets. Not too many runs. It's been a mixed bag with a bat for talented Consolidation. Good starts, but never really continued. Goes aerial. No half measures, but straight to the fielder. Well taken. He was right at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Just as I mentioned, he likes picking up wickets. Skipper was a fuller delivery in the slot. His eyes lit up. Just maybe made the mistake of trying to hit it too hard, and also taken the aerial route. He perishes. First wicket down. Well taken. He went with both hands, but eventually takes it. That's what matters. So Skipper, not too many runs today, out for 1. Well taken. Arshan Mullegama back paddling, took a really good catch. And I have no doubts they will definitely use this opportunity to slip in few economical overs. Ranmira Fernando, 14 matches, 233 runs, best of 92. So he's a proper batter. Just a single half century. So he wouldn't mind having few on that column. So it's an excellent start for Consolidation. Wider, should be a wide and given. When you get a wicket, you get new man on the crease. Raman. Here's the previous dismissal. Slower through the air and taken the bait. Can't blame the batter for doing that. just maybe bat face turn inward, no real timing as a result. Another wide. They've already conceded 17 runs, few extras. Touch too many. We are still in the second over of the game, second over of Camara LK's innings, and the dangerous batter Gunasinghe back in the hut. But Anjana Orton, valuable contributions right throughout this tournament. One of the reasons why Camara LK performed so dominantly well. Slower, very deceiving. Fairly long run up when you consider his pace. We have few seam bowlers who bowl sharply with shorter run ups. Ethan Brunsilige runs a long way. Very smooth run up. Not too much of speed, not hurrying things up. Strong shoulders, of course. Ideal height. So he's got all the right attributes. Once again, a no ball. Not gonna matter whether the catch is taken or not. This could be a little mistake, I can tell you. His bowling partner made the same mistake, got away with that. But Ransiligi, having bowled so well after conceding 2 wides, here's a no ball and a free hit. Once again, dangerous Anjana Orton is on strike. That was very, very close. Just maybe unfortunate. Whichever the case, we got to go by the umpire's call in this division, needing 146 of 112. Blast that one away, but straight to the fielder. So on both the occasions, Mclarens bowlers managing to get away with that. Usually when you get a no ball, it's about maximizing, it's about utilizing the opportunity. But during this tournament, I've seen on number of occasions batters, by trying to hit the ball too hard, or just maybe trying to take off the cover of the ball, eventually gets nothing. Another dot ball. Considering how good Anjana Orton, it's a disappointment. On 2 occasions, not getting a boundary of 2 no balls. Nicely bowled, a cutter. He's not afraid to go for his variations. In the process, maybe conceding too many extras, but wicket at this stage so crucial. Slower inward movement in between bat and pad, luckily away from the stumps. When you talk about fielding, Mclarens did very well, and today they got to get their fielding standards up. A full toss, but very, very slow through the air. Fielder at mid-off region comes around, concedes only a single. Ransiligi wouldn't mind that. So apart from that no ball and couple of wides, excellent over. Still only conceded 5 runs, and here's the final delivery. Goes aerial straight to the fielder. On the second occasion, taken the bait and perishes. This time, price scalp. Anjana Orton walks back. What a fantastic over. He'll be disappointed on 2 occasions, not making the most of free hit. This time he knew there's a fielder in the deep, still went with it, and gratefully accepted. Serious momentum on the side of Mclarens. Orton Ashan Mullegama once again takes a brilliant catch. Out and out for 13. Now 2 down for 21 after 2. When you compare these two sides, Mclarens had few tough games during the round robin stage. Mullegama, after taking 2 good catches back into the attack, 19 matches, 17 wickets, 4 for 17. Decent figures. A full toss, my goodness. It'll be interesting to having a look at the third, I beg your pardon, squalic umpire. No signal, which means that delivery deemed legal. Whichever the case, Mullegama concedes a boundary. I was talking about the comparison between these two teams. Just maybe little high to my liking. Just by 6 inches, maybe so. But whichever the case, no additional runs, no free hits, 25 for 2. That's nice. Quicker through the air. And as usual, gets a little bit of bounce on the mat. Samira and Ranmira. They will have to build a partnership. Much needed after losing 2 wickets. The playing patterns are similar when you are comparing two sides. Mclarens 2, well fielded. 100% commitment by Ashan Mullegama. He knew he made the mistake of bowling a full toss down the leg side, conceded a boundary very first delivery, so he has to come back strong. So far he has done that. 2 deliveries back to back, 140 off 105. Very interesting chase considering how strong the batting lineup for Camara LK. I'm thinking just short of the fielder. Try to go for a pull shot. Upper part of the bat, no real timing. Fortunately, the saviour under normal circumstances. Had he got enough bat, just maybe ended up pushing that one straight into the hands of mid-on fielder, who's on 6 now. Well bowled, pushed away for a single. At this stage, especially with only 2 fielders protecting boundaries down in the deep, you wouldn't mind conceding singles. 6 and over. Desired result. Absolutely no doubts. Current run rate 9.18, courtesy of few boundaries. Slowly but steadily, Mclarens is walking back into this game. I was talking about they are well drilled, they were well tested. Lost a game against the Aiken Spence, and a few matches during the first round was very tough. So they fought hard. They were made to fight very hard. Once again, direct hit. Would have been curtains. I certainly wouldn't mind having a look at that one. Straight to the field at mid-off region. And takes off. Immediately says yes, and I thought fielder does swell apart from yes. He was a goner. Not to be, so that's the completion of the 4th.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Samir Appears 46 matches, 868, highest of 58 and 350s, and he will have to bat well now. They've lost 2 wickets too many at this stage. And we got a change bowler, Lahir Ramarasekara. Right arm off spin bowler gets his first delivery. Just concedes a single. There you go, 87 matches, 95 innings, 119 wickets. He's a proper bowler, 6 for 21. Really good figures. 22.49, 3.44. Just the kind of bowler you want to have in your lineup. Batted so well, high on confidence, and it's just the time for him to deliver with the ball in hand. There are a few match winners, of course, in Mclarens ranks. Consolidation picking up 2 wickets. bowled away. Should only be a single, no real worries. It's about building pressure. When you compare two sides, I thought Mclarens were tested to their limits. On the other hand, Camara LK just about winning all their games very, very comfortably, hardly tested. And just as I mentioned right at the beginning of this game, this will be the just maybe the first time they'll be tested. Loud shout. Maybe turning down the leg side is the call by umpire. Whichever the case, good piece of bowling. Gets just a bit of drift in towards the batsman. Little bit of turn off the bat, so he has to do well. A wicket or two here wouldn't be so bad for Mclarens, because they have few dangerous hitters coming down the line. Goes aerial straight to the fielder. He says thank you so much. 3 out of 3 for Mullegama. Confidence always matters. Scored a half century. Coming into the attack. Picks up another crucial breakthrough. Nice high arm action. Little bit of bounce does the trick. Fielder did fantastically well. Brilliant. Excellent day so far. And Ramarasekara starting up on her right feet. Ashan Mullegama. 3 out of 3 well taken. Samir Opir is out for 2. And for the first time in this tournament, Camara LK in a spot of weather. I'm starting to wonder if Mullegama, the specialist catching fielder, they've deployed him at long off region, at mid off region. Almost always when the ball goes in the air, it follows Mullegama. There was a catch off, a no ball, so he's been doing well. Very well bowled, gentle hands, worked away and gets a single. Kasrun Madhushankar. There are 4 centurions during this tournament and Madhushankar is one of them. Here's the previous dismissal once again. Good piece of bowling outside the off stump. Drag that one away on the onside. Fielder does really, really well. Calm and composed underneath. Exactly what matters. Serious momentum on Mclaren's side now. Yet another delivery. Interestingly, the headgear came off. No harm done. Excellent over. Wicket being taken. Here's the previous delivery. Oh, great deal of bounce. This is a tall lad. Amarasekara gets a bit of extra bounce. Excellent over. 1 for 3 after 4. 30 for 3. Now for the first time, Camara LK was put under pressure. Madhushankar, experienced campaigner. I mentioned about 4 centurions. He's one of them. Mullegama, a full toss and he's not gonna get away with that. Started off his first over by conceding a boundary. A full toss. Given away yet another boundary. Not the best piece of bowling, especially against someone like Kasrun Madhushankar. Blast that one away. Straight back pass bowler for 4. One of 4 centurions in this Mercantile F Division T20 tournament. He'll be eyeing something big. Done reasonably well with the ball in hand. Just maybe going down the leg side. Inward angle after pitching. Just maybe swung down the leg side. Very, very interesting passage. There you go. Inward angle after pitching. Seemed just a little bit, and that momentum taking it down the leg side. Good cricket. Worked away. Should only be a single. We had few teams fielded superbly well, and I can say Mclarens definitely is one of them. They picked up as the tournament progresses, made fair share of mistakes during the first game against Aitken Spence, and identifying those mistakes, they resurrected them, and it's been strong performances ever since. And today got just enough runs in the board. Lovely hands, but straight to the fielder. 164 around par score here at MCA grounds. Had they gone close to 180, would have been a challenging score, just as I mentioned. Lost that one, but straight to the fielder. Although that was in the slot scoring opportunity, Mullegama on both his overs was put under a great deal of pressure after conceding a boundary, but came back really strong. I'm just imagining, what if he started well? This is the second over, just about to complete it. I thought so far Mclarens the happier side after picking up 3 dangerous batters. So that's the completion of Mullegama's second over. 11 for no loss, 11 for no wickets in fact, and after 5, Camara LK 35 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Here's the equation. 130 required of 90 deliveries. Not an auspicious start for Camara LK, as I expected. Hasindu Pereira, the new bowler, 32 matches, 29 wickets, decent economy rate. Left arm orthodox spinner, very good start. It's a packed offside field, backward point, covers, extra covers, and mid off. A brilliant delivery. Kasun Madhushankar is completely deceived by that. Bowled are really slow by Hasindu Pereira. Again, look at that turn. My goodness. Kasun Madhushankar had no clue on what to do. Released a really wide of the crease. The angled in once it pitched. Again, slow through the air. Doesn't give any pace for the batter to work with. This is a brilliant stuff from Hasindu Pereira. Again, that came a little bit into the right hander. Straightened up. A very good mix up. Kasun Madhushankar expected that ball to turn. Try to cut through the offside. There's no one back in the boundary line. Then goes across the line. He got the boundary. There's nothing wrong with the delivery. It's a very good end to the over. Power play is done. The 6 overs completed. There's a replay of the last delivery. Just hit away towards leg side. No real timing, but enough legs to go to the boundary. 6 overs done, 39 for 3, Camara LK. 9 runs required of every single over from here. But there's no room to play dot balls for Camara LK. This partnership will be the decisive one for Camara LK. It's a very strong team, undefeated so far. 6 matches, 6 wins on trot. Here comes Ashan Mullegama. Got the top edge. Falls in no man's land. Very lucky there, Kasun Madhushankar. Tried to go for the big shot. Got a couple of runs. It was a lucky 2 runs there for Kasun Madhushankar. It was a wild swing. A little bit extra bounce. Ashan Mullegama is in a really good spell. So far conceded a runner ball. Here comes Ashan Mullegama again. A hit away. This man in extra cover. Ashan Ranasinghe. Beg your pardon. Asanka Ranasinghe, the skipper of Mclarens group, won the toss. They batted first. They said they are looking at 160. They got 164. And they're bowling it really well at the moment. Can say they're on top. Down the wrong line. Played really fine by a run meter. Very good shot. There was protection at deep square leg, but hit it behind the square. Played it finer. A welcome boundary for Camara LK. 13 of 15 run meter Fernando. This is a very good over for Camara LK. Again, quick single. This is very smart cricket from Ranmira Fernando. These two batters need to be very smart and consolidate the inning. Build a partnership. Get themselves in. Bat till at least 15th over. Get every single run that comes their way. Then you'll know what to do. Here comes Ashan Mullegama. Again, a quick single. Again, it's an unnecessary throw there. Concede the extra run. 11 runs off the over. Camara LK 50 for 3. 7 overs completed here. A 50 comes up with that extra run conceded in the last over. Ranmira Fernando and Kasul Madhushanka. Shehan Sadharwan is a new bowler introduced. 42 matches, 56 wickets. Best bowling is 13 for 3. A right arm gentle medium bowler. A very good start. Started off with a yorker right into the block hole. The game is not done yet. Still, Mclarens need to bowl really well. 8.88 runs per over is manageable, especially with the modern day cricket. How these players are playing. Camara LK, a very confident side. The first time they are struggling like this, especially they're chasing. Again, straight to the body. There's no room to free his arms. Kasun Madhushanka. Shehan Sadharwan is a very good bowler. Well experienced cricketer. Uppishly played. Straight to long off. Is dealing in singles. 3 deliveries, 3 singles in this over. They're doing the right thing. Keep the scoreboard moving. Minimize the number of dots they play. Then goes down the ground. Another single. 4 singles in the over. Keep rotating the strike. Right hand, left hand combination works pretty well for Camara LK. They're still long way away from the target. 111 runs required of 74 deliveries. 9 runs per over. And very good shot. Down to third man. Just a single. Very well fielded at third man by Inesh Chamikara. He's limping. He seems to struggle even during the period he was batting. When he runs between the wickets, we saw he kept struggling, and even on the field as well. It's a very good over from Shehan Sandurwan. It's 5 singles. Here comes the last delivery. Need to finish well. Finished off well. 6 singles in the over. 8 overs done. 56 for 3. Camara LK.
In the heart of Colombo, where
There's the question 109, required of 72. It's a beautiful day at Mercantile Cricket Grounds. Some very good conditions for cricket. And we are having a great game here. What a start to the quarter-final round. The best 8 teams are competing to book their place in the semi-finals. It doesn't matter how well you perform. Everything depends on how well you do today. Very good shot. Got the inside part of the bat. Kasun Madhushankar, he is aware of what's happening, especially with the field. Fine leg and square leg. Both fielders were inside the circle, so he tried to muscle the ball through leg side. But fielded really well at square leg. There's a run mid Fernando. He needs to consolidate really well. Needs to rotate the strike. Hit the odd ball to the boundary. Ethan Ransilige at 2 wickets for 6 in his first over. Again, right into the block hole. Mclarens group, they are looking for wickets. They are also aware that if these two combine really well and take them through to the 15th over without losing a wicket, definitely the game will be on for Camara LK. They have enough firepower. They are the best side so far we have seen. Very good delivery from Ethan Ransilige. He saw the batter coming down the track. Pulled his length back. Slowed down. Look at that. It's a very good off cutter. Jacked back in. Was well outside the crease. Kasun Madhushankar. Very good delivery from Ethan Ransilige. Again another slowish delivery. With a high bat lift, Kasun Madhushankar let's look for a big shot. It was not there. They did the smart thing, got the single. And keep the scoreboard ticking. The required run rates keep going up. This is a very good over from Ethan Ransilige. It's a smart bowler. Got a couple of wickets. Mclarens is looking for wickets. Again a slowish delivery. Another single. Didn't got the meat of the bat. Run mid Fernando. Is dealing in singles at the moment. Is not giving away boundaries. It's a very good thing for Mclaren's group. They don't mind giving away a single. Again another slow delivery. Came down the track. Looked for another big shot. Just 5 runs off the over. Another good one from Ethan Ransilige. 9 overs completed. 61 for 3, Camara LK. 104 runs off 66 deliveries. The required run rate is getting closer to the double figures. Straight up. Here's a fourth one. Jacinto Pereira strikes. Smart move from the captain. It changed the ends of Jacinto Pereira. Brilliant. He got the prize scalp of Kasun Madhushankar. He saw the batter coming down the track, pulled his length back and slowed it down, and he hit straight up in the air. Kasun Madhushankar, he departs for 20. Jacinto Pereira got the wicket of Kasun Madhushankar. 61 for 4. Camara LK is struggling at the moment. The drinks break now. Here comes Jacinto Pereira. Again another good delivery. Just a little bit wide outside the off stump. Isuru saw the ball. A very good delivery. Isuru saw the mark. Gets off the mark with a single. Sound long off. Especially at this stage, Mclarens group was at the same score, 62, but they only lost couple of wickets. Camara LK has lost a couple of extra wickets compared to a Mclarens group. But Mclarens group at the moment, they are on top. They're bowling really well. Again, a run with a Fernando. Pulled away. The protection is there. A deep mid wicket. Just a single. Here's a replay of the last wicket. Came down the track. Got the toe end of the bat, Kasun Madhushankar, and hit it straight up. It's a very good catch by the extra cover fielder. Again another single. Isuru Sandamal. This is a decent over from Jacinto Pereira with a wicket as well. And he went full one for Mclarens group. Here comes the last delivery. Needs to finish well. Another single down to long on to finish the over. 10 overs done. We are at the halfway mark of the second inning. 100 runs required for Camara LK to book their place in the semi-final. We'll see. 10 overs done. 65.
Leading 100 overs, 60 balls. Final 10 overs is upon us. For the first time, Camara LK under little bit of pressure. Powerful team, winning all their games quite convincingly. Rahul Amarasekar back into the attack. Excellent first over, picked up a wicket and given away 3 runs. And Jacinto, he settled into good lines and lengths, applying pressure, maintaining that steady off-stump line, and made things so tough for the batsman. Eventually, strong, dangerous batter Kasun Madhushankar fallen for the trap. He only managed to slice that one. That was a good catch. At this stage, quite clearly, Mclarens got their noses in front. Isuru looks like a compact looking player, and he picked up another single. Run Mirror, who's on 22. 24 deliveries at this stage. Ideally, they would pick up 6 maybe 7 runs and over, and not losing wicket up until the 15th. Initially comes, straight to the fielder. Very strange looking shot, I can tell you. Rahul Ramarasekaran always get that extra bit of bounce with his high arm action, tall lad and run mirror. Initially considering advancing down the track and eventually deciding to stay on the back foot and pushes it, but straight to, there you go. There was the mistake. Consolidation makes no mistakes. 5 down. Now quite clearly, Mclarens got their noses in front. Rahul Ramarasekaran coming back into the attack. Immediately picking up yet another wicket. Something special got to give for Camara LK. One of the favourites coming into quarter-final round. Hardly tested, winning just about all their games. Right at the beginning, I mentioned this should be a true test of character. Asita Chamara, best of 98, a 50, that strike rate. They're gonna need every bit of that. Well ball. Ramarasekaran committed. Once again, the previous dismissal. Nice high arm action, little bit of bounce, just a bit of turn. Consolidation, he's gonna. That's a wild heave on the onside. Much needed. Welcome boundary after a while. Pressure was building up, and Asita, just as his strike rate suggested, 150 plus, and this is why. He's not gonna hang around. This is what he is capable of doing. Huge 6 over the practice nets. Serious momentum once again. Still a very good over. Given away just 8 runs into his second over, just about to complete it. Given only 11 runs. Will this be Rahul Ramarasekaran's day? Very, very strange. Wide outside the off stump, and the wicket keeper decided to lift that one. He maybe expected the batter to get some part of his bat. Not to be. 5 additional runs to the total. Once again, there you go. Hands weren't in the right place. 5 additional runs. Just as they got control back in their favor, immediately concedes back to the opposition. 11 runs, full toss. Gentle push. Gets a single. They've lost a wicket. But in the meantime, they've taken 13 runs, which makes it a very good over for Camara LK after 11, 79 for 5.
In the heart of Colombo,
this is what knockout cricket brings in. Additional pressure, needing 86. Someone will have to bat really, really well. Is this Asita, who's on 7? That huge 6 over mid-wicket certainly helped. Sehan Chandaruan, under normal circumstances, he's the bowler who's opening up for Mclarens. Sharp single taken in any case. Asita moves up to 8. As a fast bowler coming into the attack at this stage, very, very tough. But the spinners and gentle seamers done a very good job. Picked up 5 dangerous wickets. 5 batters, 5 top order batters back in the hut. Now the tail enders, the lower middle order will have to do the job. Nice piece of bowling. He does that time and time again. During this tournament, during the first round, bowled exceedingly well. Kept things under control for Mclarens. And eventually given them the upper hand in many, many games. Sundaruvan, strong performer, strong all-rounder. And today, how well he bowls will decide the outcome of this very, very crucial quarter-final encounter. Winner takes it all. Just what knockout cricket brings in. You may be the favourites. You may be a very, very strong, powerful team just like Camara LK. But on their day, Mclarens can do a serious damage. Good piece of bowling, almost dragged that one onto the stumps inside edge. They get a single at this stage. Mclarens fielders as well as the captain wouldn't mind conceding singles. 6 runs and over. Not going to do the job. They're going to need 9.96. Yes, there will be boundaries there and there. Nicely pushed away. Should only be a single. There is protection. Although the skipper Asanga Ranasinghe has done a very good job when it comes to ball changes. He brought in Lahiru, picked up a wicket, taken him out of the attack, and brought him once again, picked up another wicket. Same goes with Hasindu. Very good first over, taken him out of the attack, brought him back, took another wicket. He knew the importance of picking up regular wickets. Going for a wild heave. If that one came off the meat of the bat, would have gone a long way. I can tell you, very, very good over. Sandharwan completes his second. Given away 10 runs. 12 done, 84 for 5. 81 of 48 deliveries. This game very interestingly poised at the moment. We knew coming into this game, 2 strong teams clashing against each other. And we expected a close one. Looks like both the teams are ready to deliver an exciting performance. In the slot, but straight to the fielder. He's a deceiving bowler. If you're not reading him, this is the price you're gonna pay. Consolidation picks up another wicket. Excellent bowling change. From time to time, skipper does the right thing. Pick up another wicket. 6 down for 84. Camara LK in huge trouble now. Understandably, he goes for a powerful blow on the offside. But the slowness, that deceiving nature, that's a cutter. Skipper makes no mistakes, takes a very good catch, and isn't he happy? So very dangerous. Asita Chamber walks back for 10. Skipper takes a good catch. Consolidation picks up his 3rd wicket. Excellent spell so far. Right at the beginning, we mentioned Mclarens, good blend of youth and experience. The likes of Asanka Ranasinghe, Sandharwan, experienced players playing for them for a long period. Here's another exciting campaigner, Lisura Sigera, 238, highest of 74, single half century. And today, he will have to bat well. Huge responsibility will on his shoulders. 6 down, they are in danger of bowled out inside 20 overs. And the target, daunting, 10.34 runs and over. Consolidation does the trick. He's been doing this often enough. There's a reason why they are in the quarterfinal round. Now slowly but steadily getting closer to the semi-final. He got fair distance to go. Just under 7+ overs remaining. So anything could happen. But right now, Mclarens the favourites. Well bowled. In the slot, gentle push, only be a single. Will they come back for the second? Absolutely no is the call by the non-striker. Lisura gets off the mark with that single. And Isuru, who's on 5, taken him 7 deliveries. The lower middle order hardly had any batting practice in a match situation. Those may be the reason why they are struggling at the moment. Slow ball delivery on top of the stumps. Hands on his heads. Just the bounce. Taken it over the bails. Take a look at it. Would have been the 7th. Very tricky situation for Camara LK, needing runs 10 and over, 10 plus runs and over, never easy, and they have only 4 wickets in hand. Meanwhile, Consolidation. Oh, yet another cutter. He was early into the shot, just about few days. He went with it once again. Not too far away from the stumps. Slower deliveries generally with that wrist action, ball bounce just a little bit. 3 for 11 and he's in his third over. Excellent. Deceiving. He was eyeing a shot over extra cover region. Misses it once again. Yet another dot ball. Every dot ball adds to the pressure. Pressure builds up. The approach, intent matters the most. An edge, fortunately, on top of the wicket-keeper's head, goes all the way. Welcome boundary nevertheless, but an excellent over, 5 runs and a wicket. Quite clearly at this stage, Mclarens the favourite. Here's that previous boundary. Once again a cutter, going for a wild hoik over mid-wicket region. Bottom half of the bat, outside edge, gets another boundary. 13 done, 89 for 6.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Now slowly but steadily, Mclarens tightening their grip on this game. Cut away should only be a single. Lahiru Amarasekara, fantastic day. Batted so well. They were under a little bit of pressure. Camara LK dictating terms at that stage. He came in and straight away took the attack to the bowlers, just about put all the bowlers to the sword. As a result, scored quick fire half century, taken them up to 164. That's a decent enough score, just about par. Now 90 for 6, Camara LK. It's been a struggle. Coming down the track over mid-wicket region, should only be a single. Consolidation, Mullegama. They've been very, very busy in the field. Mullegama took 3 catches already. Done reasonably well. Young and experienced. Ideal blend. And the likes of Amarasekara stood up today. That one went on with the arm. Underneath the bat, not too far away from the stumps. Batter must have had his heart in his mouth. Once again, armour. No is the call by the non-striker. Pressure, pressure, pressure. 74 needed of 38. Slowly but steadily tightening their grip on this game. A wicket or two here definitely make it one-sided. There you go. Gets a 6. Made solid connection. This time, only mistake by Lahiru Amarasekara was too much pace. As the batter coming down the track, went for a quicker delivery. As a result, came off the bat really nicely, sailing over mid-off fielder for much needed 6. 8 runs so far, and this over. All these little things matters a lot in a close encounter. Pull that one away towards mid-wicket region. Should only be a single. Fairly decent over, but still not up to the mark. 8 runs, 9 runs in fact taken without too much of risk. Just a one blow over wide long off for a 6 after 14 in 98 for 6. (67 of 36). It's getting tougher by the minute. Having done so well. 2 worms close to each other at this stage, but that was a fantastic finish for Mclarens. With only 4 wickets in hand, steep climb for Camara LK. Right at this stage, the favourites. Match referee Senanand Divira handing over a set of bowls. When you're playing here at MCA grounds, there's a possibility, greater possibility that you're gonna lose few balls. 14 overs done, 98 for 6. Required run rate climbed up to 11.17. That's tough. Something special got to give. Lisura and Isuru, do they have what it takes? It's about bringing out your best onto a do or die game, and having well drilled during the first round, I thought so far Mclarens done that very, very well. Earlier on was under a little bit of pressure, 2 wickets down, things aren't moving ahead according to a plan. Then Amarasekara batted so well, useful contributions around, get them up to 164. Just as I mentioned, not a challenging total, just above par. Thought 160 par score here at MCA grounds. But these batters, they are capable of striking big. Hardly had any opportunities to bat for a longer period, but in a crucial quarter-final. 3 overs, 15 for 3. Excellent spell so far. Not too many runs, but when you are an all-rounder, you get a second opportunity to contribute, and today Consolidation just did that. Very deceiving. Fairly long run-up gives you the impression that he will deliver at pace, but just about 85% of all his deliveries off-cutters. Once again on a Yorker length. This is excellent. Must-win game, and youngsters delivering their best. Not giving too much opportunities outside the off stump, not too many half-trackers. When two evenly matched teams clashing against each other, whichever the team makes large number of mistakes will obviously end up at the wrong side of the result. That's nice. He earns a boundary. Much needed, most welcomed. 4. Getting over 100 runs with that boundary. Lisura. So he's a capable batsman. Looking at the required run rate, they need at least a boundary per over, if not 2. Made a little bit of room. Inside out, gets it over the extra cover fielder. That part of the boundary wasn't the longest, so they picked up a boundary, and immediately following up by picking up 2. Good going. As they progress, they seems to have figured out a way to handle Ethan Consolidation. Very, very smart operator. Knows exactly how to bowl on a mat with his height. With that lovely wrist action, he always gets just a bit of extra bounce. This one was, however, little too wide. Additional run to the total, and Camara LK wouldn't mind receiving as many sundries as possible. Similar sort of situations we've seen teams getting over the line. Required run rate have come down slightly. Oh, that's nice. Conventional pace. Beautiful bat swing, gets it over mid-wicket region. He smoked it. Lisura settling into his groove. And Camara LK needing every bit of it. Oh, fabulous batting. We've seen just about the same position England were last night. But the lower middle order does the trick. Coming down the order. Rehan Ahmed played a little cameo, getting them over the line against New Zealand. And today, Sri Lanka taking on Pakistan, the final Group Super 8 encounter. Oh, lovely piece of bowling. Back of a length, as usual. The off-cutter, just a bit of bounce, provides no room for a big heave. Very, very interesting passage of play. 1-1-1 for 6. And we are in the 15th over. Just a delivery remaining against the run of play. Few boundaries scored against Consolidation. That's nice. Very well bowled. Short of a length. Tried to go for a cross-batted heave. Ended up conceding just a single. That's the completion of Consolidati's spell. 4 overs 29 for 3. Excellent job. After 15, 112 for 6. There you go. 12 dot balls. Considered 29 runs, largely courtesy of that final over. Youngster done just what expected of him. 15 overs gone. 1-1-2 for 6.
In the heart of Colombo.
In the last 5 overs, the crucial 5 overs coming up. This quarter final. Lahiru Amarasekara with the ball in hand. 2 wickets so far. Can Lisura Sigera pick the gap between a short third man and backward point? A brilliant shot. Lisura Sigera is in a sublime form in this game. That late spin took that ball away from the backward point field. The skipper Asanka Ranasinghe is not happy. As 49 runs required of 28 deliveries. Again, lucky there. Lisura Sigera took the outside edge. Didn't carry to short third man field. He's going hard at it. Lisura Sigera. Again another boundary. Pierce the gap. That's poor fielding from a Mclarens group. Look at that. Again, too wide outside the off stump. Just cut away beautifully. It's a comedy of errors from the two fielders down there. Again, another dot delivery. Dot, a boundary. Dot, boundary, and another dot. That should have been wide. Yes, a wavered one from Lahiru Amarasekara. Again. Ten runs off the over. 16 overs completed. A 122 for 6. Camara LK. The equation 43 of 24 deliveries. Almost 11 runs per over. Lisura Sigera must be on strike for the majority of these deliveries to get them home. Hasinu Pereira, the left arm orthodox spinner, brings into the attack. 2 overs, 8 runs conceded. Got 1 wicket. Got the prize scalp of Kasun Madhushankar. A left hand against a left arm orthodox spinner. This is an interesting battle between these two. Comes over the wicket. Very good start. A dot to start for Hasinu Pereira. Was a little bit quicker. And bowled right into the body of Lisura Sigera. Again, pulled his length back. Quite bit of a hesitation in the middle. The intention was clear. To go for the second run, ran, keep the strike. Lahiru Amarasekara, he was lightning quick. And look at the accuracy of the throw. A brilliant all-round cricketer, Lahiru Amarasekara. It's a gun fielder. Did really well with the bat. And equally did well with the ball as well. And got the toe end of the bat and another single. 3 good deliveries from Jacinto Pereira. He must make sure that he finished the over really well. The required run rate going past 11 is getting closer to 12. Almost 2 runs per every delivery. Again, going straight up. A quicker one. An easy catch for the wicket keeper. A much needed breakthrough for Mclarens group. Jacinto Pereira produced the breakthrough they needed. It was in form man Lisuro Sigera. It was quicker. It was flatter. And he had no time to pull that ball. Lisuro Sigera played a very good hand. 32 of 21. Camara LK, a 124 for 7. The new batsman in Sinet Malwatage, 47 matches, 854 runs. Very good strike rate, 5 half centuries under his name. Is capable of playing big shots. Another left-hander. Again short and pulled away to deep mid-wicket. There is protection. There's a replay of the previous wicket. A quicker, flatter and a little bit of extra bounce. Took the leading edge and straight up in the air. It's an easy catch for the wicket keeper. Here comes Jacinto Pereira. Again flatter. Just went in with the arm. That's 4 runs of the over. A very good one for Mclarens group. Camara LK, 126 for 7.
In the heart of Colombo.
13 runs per over required for Camara LK to win. Shehan Sandurwan comes into the attack. 2 overs. Just conceded 10 runs. Shehan Sandurwan is a well-experienced cricketer. Again goes right into the block hole. Very good delivery to start off with. Sinet Malwattagi, the new man in. Comes Shehan Sandurwan. A slowish delivery. A valiant effort from the bowler. Going for the second run. It's a very good run in between the wickets. Looks like he's struggling, the fielder. Is in pain. A brilliant effort. He's got his fingertips. Looks like his shoulder has been dislocated. We'll see. He's in pain. The fielder Osha the Chaturanga. It's going to be very painful for the fielder. He's in real pain here. is going out of the field. Oshad Chaturanga batted really well. Scored 24 of 17. A slowish delivery. Definitely shoulder. We can Sean Sundarwan to continue. A good shot. Going for the second run. It's a very good running between the wickets by these two. They have nothing to lose. They're going for everything. They need to get 13 runs per over. 34 or 15 required. It's another dot delivery. Hit it straight to the stumps at the non-striker's end. The non-striker was very lucky that the bowler didn't get a foot onto the ball. A very good bowling from Shahan Sundarwan. Spot on with his length. Comes Shahan Sundarwan. Goes through the extra cover. Dropped it. He's going for the second as well. Drop chance and cost 2 runs. Skipper Asankar Ranasinghe nags the extra covers. Look at that. It's a dolly. Straightforward chance. That should have been taken. Straight to deep mid wicket. Try to go for the big shot. And with that, the 18th over comes to the end. 7 runs off it. Another slowish delivery. It got to the middle of the bat, but didn't have enough timing and didn't have enough power to get over the line. Sinath Malwatage departs for 7 of 6. 18 overs done. Mclarens group is on top. Camara LK 18 overs done. 133 for 8. Isuru saw the ball. A set batsman, 13 of 15 deliveries. .32 runs required of 12 deliveries. Now it's 31 of 11. 16.91 runs per over. Definitely they need a couple of boundaries, couple of big hits in this over. Duraj Samudita, a left-handed batter, 14 matches, 129 runs. Very good strike rate. Need couple of big strikes from Dulaj Samudita. Hasindu Pereira, the left-hander, going against the left-arm orthodox spinner. He goes big straight away. Very good fielding down there from Ethan Ransilige. He's quick to the ball. Need big hits. Again going straight up. An easy catch for the wicket keeper. Hasindu Pereira got another, his third wicket of the day. He bowled brilliantly. Dulaj Samudita, he departs for 2. No option rather than going for a big hit. As a wicket keeper, he was struggled a bit, but finally grab it cleanly. Dulaj Samudita departs for 2 of 2. Camara LK is in deep trouble. 136 for 9. The last man in. Kuindu Madhubasha. 12 matches, 177 runs. Highest score is 53. Very good bowling again from Hasindu Pereira. Try to work it away towards leg side by Kuindu Madhubasha. 29 of 8. Tried to go through the short fine leg. He was inside the circle. Another single. There's nothing going Camara LK's way in this game, especially with the bat. (28 runs of 7 deliveries, 4 runs of every delivery from here. Isuru Sandamal takes a single and he keeps the strike. 19 overs completed and a very good spell of bowling. Hasindu Pereira, 4 overs done, 3 for 16. Yes, Hasindu Pereira, very good spell of bowling comes to an end. 4 overs, 3 wickets for 16 runs. With an impressive economy. Camara LK at the end of 19 overs, 138 for 9.
In the heart of Colombo.
Here comes the last over of this game. Here comes Sehan Sandarwan to bowl the last over. Isuru Sandamal tried to play the ram shot through short fine leg. Comes Sehan Sandarwan right into the block hole. Mclarens group is a happy camp. Led really well by Asanka Ranasinghe. Won the toss. Got the right decision. Batted first and scored 165. Beg your pardon, 164. And just a couple more deliveries away from the semi-finals. Mclarens group. Brilliant all-round performance from them. Take the single, Isuru Sandamal. There's nothing going their way. It's a very good bowling from Shehan Sandarwan. Just 2 more deliveries left. It's confirmed by the umpire. Kuindu Madhuvasha. Goes straight down the ground. This cut off. Just another single. Isuru Sandamal 17 of 20. This hasn't get going at all. It's 23 runs of the last delivery. Here comes Shehan Sandarwan. And there goes the Mclarens group as marching to the semi-finals with a comprehensive victory led by Asanka Ranasinghe. There's a brilliant display from the ball number 1 to the end. They were dominated. They made the right decisions from the start and they got the results they deserved. The skipper Asanka Ranasinghe is a happy captain. Camara LK was brilliant throughout the tournament as the Anushka Gunasinghe as a skipper spoke with us in the morning. It's a do or die stage of the tournament. Doesn't matter how well they did, it's all about today. And it's not their day, unfortunately. But they had a superb season. They did really well to get to the quarterfinals. What a team. Mclarens group, a full credit goes to them. Samira Piris. Here's a batting performance of Camara LK. Anjana Orton got a good start. Ranmira Fernando scored 22. Kasun Madhushanka scored 20 and Lisura Sigera scored 32. A lot of these players have got themselves into a good start but couldn't capitalize on the starts they got. With 14 extras, they only managed to score 142 with a loss of 9 wickets. Here's a bowling card. Hasindu Pereira and Ethan Ransilige are the pick of the bowlers. Got 3 wickets each. Lahiru Amarasekara got 2 wickets and Shehan Sandarwan bowled a brilliant spell. A 1 for 21. The wickets fallen in regular intervals and they restricted the strong batting lineup of Camara LK to 142 and won the game comprehensively by 23 runs. Let's take a look at the highlights of the inning. Anushka Gunasinghe and Anjana Orton. They got into a very good start. Showed the intent by Anjana Orton. They had a very good first over. They got off to a flying start of 15 runs. Here's the first wicket. Ethan Ransilige started to make things happen. And again Anjana Orton followed the way of Anushka Gunasinghe. Here's the third wicket. It's a brilliant catch. The catching has been brilliant of Mclarens group. Here's the shots played by Kasun Madhushanka. Tried his best to get things going. There was a little partnership growing between Kasun Madhushanka and Ranmira Fernando. The fourth wicket, the prize scalp of Kasun Madhushanka. Boundaries were scored. There's Ethan Ransilige. So brilliant with the ball. Some lucky boundaries as well. There's a small cameo played by Lisura Sigera. tried his best to get themselves back in the game. Played some brilliant shots all around the ground. Again, there's some comedy of errors as well on the field. And here's a wicket that took the game completely away from Camara LK. The catching has been excellent. There's a 9th wicket, Dulaj Samudita. A very good catch taken by wicket keeper. It's all about Mclarens group at the end. It's a comprehensive victory. They march into the semi-finals. Here's a match summary. Mclarens group won the toss and they decided to bat first. Lahiru Amarasekara scored a magnificent half century, supported well by Ines Shamika and Oshada Chaturanga. They scored 164. Anjana Orton was the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 22, and in reply, Camara LK, they only managed to score 142. Lisura Sigera is the only man who was successful. And that's the end of the first quarter-final of the MCA 2020 cricket tournament. Mclarens group won the game by 22 runs, a comprehensive victory, and they booked their place in the semi-finals. And we have another quarter-final coming up, and we'll have a short break, and we'll be back in action